For me, this is a defining season coming up in the fall for Coach Saban in Alabama football. A very defining season due to, you look at the script that the national media has going on, the script that a lot of rival fan bases have going on. This is a defining year for Coach Saban to kind of reestablish himself as he is the standard bearer in college football. And the reason why I say this is you got a lot of teams, a lot of coaches, a lot of fan bases right now that feel like we can beat Alabama. We're better than Alabama. We can beat Alabama. We've caught up to Alabama. We've surpassed Alabama. No, we are the new standard on the block here. Like, Alabama ain't nothing no more. Alabama ain't scary no more. Alabama ain't fearsome no more. We can go toe-to-toe with Coach Saban and Alabama football. And for starters here, we saw Brian Kelly of the LSU Tigers, who won the SEC West a season ago. The Tigers who did beat Alabama in the 2022 campaign. That Brian Kelly went to the Houston Touchdown Club and took a dig there at Alabama, saying, "I just love beating Alabama." Though it was Brian Kelly's first win over the Crimson Tide, over Nick Saban. Here's Brian Kelly. "I love beating Alabama." I mean, here's a guy that mentioned that we are no longer the hunters, but the hunted. Everybody's going to be after us in terms of the LSU Tigers. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting when you look at LSU has to come to Bryant-Denny Stadium in the coming fall to play against Coach Saban and the Crimson Tide. But there's Brian Kelly taking his shot there at Coach Saban and the Alabama program. Then you look at a lot of the national talking heads. They look at Georgia as the new standard bearer in college football. And a lot of them look at Kirby Smart as he's the guy that has a better handle on the sport, that has a better operation of the sport than Coach Saban does. You look at, Kirby Smart, two-time defending college football playoff national champion. Georgia will have more than likely the best odds to potentially have a shot there at a three-peat. So a lot of the national media, they look at Georgia. Georgia's the standard bearer. Georgia's the new, thing. Georgia's the new measuring stick, if you will, in college football. So you have that to contend and battle with. And then, after beating Alabama and having the season that they had, Tennessee decided to give Josh Heupel a new contract extension. And he's making $9 million now after a season where the Volunteers went, 11-2? And in one of those seasons, beat Alabama. And one of those wins was against the Crimson Tide. So, a lot of people very much so talking like, Coach Saban doesn't really have it like he used to have it. Georgia, new standard bearer. LSU saying love beating Alabama. We are now the hunted now. People are coming for us. Tennessee, after Josh Heupel gets his first win over Coach Saban, he gets a huge contract extension. And you even have kind of the Auburn faithful that go, we got Hugh Freeze over here. Hugh Freeze beat Coach Saban twice during his time there in Ole Miss. So to me, this is a defining year for Coach Saban. Here is his shot to really quiet everybody up, shut everybody up, and restamp himself as, I'm still that dude. I'm still that guy in college football, and everybody's jockeying for a position behind me. I'm still that guy in college football. And I feel like if Coach Saban's able to get this national championship in the upcoming fall, not only does he surpass the legendary Bear Bryant in terms of national championships in Alabama, because he would have 7, but he would also definitively state, I'm still that guy in terms of the sport. Yes, Kirby Smart got back-to-back, but if Saban was able to get this national championship this time around, he would not only silence a bit that momentum of Georgia, but he would also restamp himself as, I'm still the head honcho here of this sport. But it'll be very interesting to see how Saban goes about this process. Summer workouts, fall camp here in the upcoming season, because this is a defining one for him.